Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time's important to me as always, and what we're going to do in today's time is we're going to check out this mystery tackle box. This is mystery tackle box 496, and we're going to see if it's worth the $15 to $20 depending on where you're at that you would pay for this. See if you get your money's worth. Stick around, we'll jump into it. So guys, let's jump into this mystery tackle box. I've done a few of these before. My daughter actually got me this for a Christmas present. So I've got these for Christmas presents and birthday presents. They always have something a little bit different in it. But let's jump into this one and see if this number 496 is worth the price. So before we get going on this, I checked the price out at my local Walmart, and these are running about $17.88, so about 18 bucks for a mystery tackle box. I think it's the Pro version here. And if you look online, you can see them from that price to about $14.88. So about $15 to $18 is what you get one of these for. And let's find out if you basically get that much value out of one of them. So first, guys, is this Headhunter by 10,000 Fish. This is a swim bait. We're going to take it out of the package and get a better look at it. Okay, guys, this is the 10,000 Fish Headhunter. This one is 4 1/3 inches long, 1 ounce. The color it said on this one is salt and pepper. And I'll be honest with you, I don't fish a lot of swim baits, but that is one thing I do like about the mystery tackle boxes. Sometimes they'll give me some baits that pull me a little bit out of my comfort zone, and I'll try out and I'll fish. This is a pretty big swim bait. I got pretty big hands, but you can see it's a pretty big bait. I mean, I gave you the dimensions on it, but pretty sizable. Now, one neat thing about it, though, it does have in the dorsal fin up here, it's got this large hook that's kind of hidden right there by the dorsal fin. It's got a big belly weight in it here. I can feel it. And it looks like when the fish would come down and strike on it, that obviously it's going to expose this large hook right here. But if you're a swim bait guy, especially one where you like the brim or bluegill imitation, this is probably one that you'll be digging. Second bait in the box here is a heavy metal tungsten jig. This is 3/8 ounce and it's Okeechobee crawl. And I'll take it out of the package here and get a little better look at it. All right, guys, so this is the heavy metal tungsten jig. One thing I can say about it is it's got the Arky style head, as you can see here, wire weed guard, full skirt on it. You know, a few things I do to this bait is I would trim this wire weed guard off at a 45-degree angle to the hook point where it comes down. I would definitely trim this skirt off some here to make that skirt flare and undulate a little bit more in the water. But I do like tungsten jigs because they have a smaller profile than lead usually and a little bit more sensitivity. So that is the heavy metal tungsten jig. All right, next bait in this box, guys, are these creature baits by Excite Bait. Gonna take them out of the package. We're gonna get a closer look at those. So here's a closer look at this creature bait. It looks like it's a green pumpkin color with black flake. I do like the crawl flapper style baits for a few different reasons. One, if I'm gonna fish them as a solo bait, in other words, I'm gonna fish it Texas rigged or on a shaky head or something like that, I like these big flapper claws. And I also like the flapper claws especially it seems like in mid to late spring, hooked up with the jig. So obviously you could use this as a trailer on the jig, or you could end up fishing it just solo, shaky head, Texas rigged. You could even do it weedless because it says it's a high floater. The plastic on it, it feels like it's a little bit denser plastic, a little bit heavy, but not a bad looking creature bait. I mean, it's one that I will definitely fish and use. Next bait in the box here are these Biospawn Exo Sticks. These are a segmented type stick bait, and I'll take them out of the package and let you get a closer look at those too. So this is the Exo Stick by Biospawn. I will say I've actually fished this bait before, done pretty decent on it. It's one you can fish however you want really. I mean, you could fish it weightless, which is normally how I fish a stick bait. Sometimes on a shaky head, you can fish it wacky rigged. A number of ways you could fish it, however you like. It's got a little bit different look to it. I'll say the plastic on it, it's not like anything that Z-Man puts out that has that real durable plastic to it, but it's denser. It does have a pretty fast fall rate and a pretty good wobble to it on the fall if you're fishing it weedless. So this is the pack of the Biospawn Exo Sticks. Not a bad stick bait. And last thing in the pack here is a 3-pack of these EWG extra wide gap offset worm hooks here. And obviously I'll take some out in the package, let you look at them. You can fish these with the stick bait that we were talking about previously. You can fish them with the creature bait that we were looking at earlier too. But that's a look at the offset worm. It's kind of a heavy duty worm hook. I've actually got these before as well in a previous mystery tackle box, and I like them. I mean, they're good sharp hooks, very durable. I think, you know, they're going to do what you need them to do as far as an EWG hook goes. And a 3/0's a pretty standard size. Like I say, you could easily fish it with the creature bait here or the stick bait as well. The last thing they include in the box here is a little card. It's got a QR code on the back. Used to, they would send a booklet where you could go in and it would tell you basically what each bait was and how much it costs, and you know how you could utilize that bait or work that bait. But now they've got a QR code you can go to and see. I looked mine up. When I did though, it actually, and I'm kind of got some cheat sheet here, some notes. It had everything that I said it was supposed to have in this box, except for I had these Excite creature baits, and it said I was supposed to have Raptor Tail Juniors, which was just another type of creature bait. Doesn't really matter to me, but I mean, that was the only thing that was different when I looked up the QR code. And we'll get into the prices that they listed it for on Mystery Tackle Box and see if it's worth your $15 to $20. So guys, I checked out the prices of what Mystery Tackle Box said that all these are worth, and if you add them all up, it's about $30, $31. Would you pay that for those if you were going retail and buying all these individually? You could probably find them a little bit cheaper, maybe get everything for around, I don't know, $20, $25, something like that. With that being said, I can usually find these at my local Walmart for anywhere from, you know, $15 to $18. If you wait a little bit later in the season, usually they're around that $15, $16 mark. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I think it's kind of fun when I get one as a gift, mainly because it has baits in it usually that I don't fish, at least one or two, that kind of take me out of my comfort zone. I like that. It gets me to try new things, new techniques, new ways to fish. My favorite bait in this whole box, though, by far, is the tungsten jig here, the heavy metal tungsten jig, because I love to jig fish. I love to spinnerbait fish, but when I'm slowing down a little bit, I'll throw a creature bait a lot, like this Excite bait, but I'll throw a jig a whole bunch too. So this, you know, to me, what I got in here, I don't know how much my daughter paid for it, but I guarantee it wasn't over $20. And I think there's probably $20 worth of baits in here. Is it worth you trying it out? You know, if you want to try some new stuff and just kind of be surprised by it, I'd say yes. If you want to just take your $15 or $20 and go out and buy exactly what you want, then I say that's the route you probably want to take. But with that being said, you know, I think it's kind of a fun way to try new stuff out. Guys, I hope you liked the look at this Mystery Tackle Box 496. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave me a like and a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys each and every time. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, until the next video, get out there and fish.